And good evening, fans. Welcome to Connolly Springs, North Carolina, on the campus of East Burke High School as we get set for the Sweet 16 of 2A girls basketball in the state of North Carolina, the third round of the NCHSAA playoffs as the Lady Panthers of Franklin travel on the road tonight. There we are. Travel on the road tonight for the first time in the playoffs, Tony.
Yep.
And take on East Burke. They are an impressive team, 26-3 overall. And they come in riding high.
Yes.
They haven't lost in a couple of months.
Yes, and that bodes well. That bodes well for them, but it always bodes well for an upset. And for the Lady Panthers, if they can come out and play tough from the beginning, you know, they'll definitely have a chance because they kind of play similar styles.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they're in the same. They average around the same amount of points and things of that nature. So if they can come on and get a quick start, you know, it might be good because you want to get the crowd out of it, you know, early because this crowd, they're quiet right now. You want to keep them quiet the rest of the whole game.
One thing throughout this season, and we made mention of this in the game on Thursday night where the Panthers came out victorious over Bunker Hill. This team this year has not started offensively very quickly.
Right.
But the one thing that does travel is defense.
Yes,
and
yes.
the defense has really been what Coach Hartbarger and these girls have hung their hat on throughout the season.
Yes, and everyone knows defense travels, and that's what wins championships. You know, offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. Pat Summitt used to always say that, and you know it rings true. And that's one thing that it doesn't matter, you know, because shots can not fall sometimes, and they can fall, you know, like at a high rate. But you can always go in and defend. And that's one thing that hopefully the Lady Panthers can continue to do because in the first quarters, what's been happening is their offense hasn't been able to keep up with their defense. So hopefully if they can put the two together, that, you know, they can have a pretty good first half.
Well, as you can see, the masses have gathered across the way. We're on the side with the scorers table. The logo is facing the other way. That's the home side. Franklin side is where we're at. Both teams are making their way to their respective benches, and we're about to have the national anthem. The junior ROTC is going to bring out the colors here at East Burke High School, and we'll have the national anthem before tonight's Sweet 16 basketball game. Connolly Springs, North Carolina, in Burke County, about 2 hours away from Franklin.
Nice gym.
Very nice gym. This used to be a 4A school,
you can
they
tell.
told us, and it is a very spacious gymnasium. They have an end zone bleacher section and a lot of room underneath the baskets. And one thing, too, we'll have the national anthem, then I'll ask you this question about the cavernous gymnasium here and how that could pose some issues.
With the U.S. flag, Cadet Sergeant Logan Peters. And Right Guard Cadet Private First Class Christopher Barrier.
Tonight's starting The lineups will be introduced here right directly as the color guard will now go off the court. This gymnasium is very cavernous, and the backdrop for both goals is a lot farther back than most gymnasiums that these ladies have played in, even in travel ball and summer league stuff like that. Is that going to be something that they'll have to get used to early on?
You know what? I don't. It's you mentioned something about travel ball. A lot of times in travel ball tournaments, one of my travel teams actually played in this gym, so. They have seen it before, but good thing they got here an hour or 2 hours before the game, and they were out here shooting around and getting a feel for it. But the one thing that it will make it, I think make a little difference is the size of the backboard, because the backboard is one of those older backboards it goes down about 6 or 8 inches further than the newer backboards that come right near the bottom of the rim, and that can throw you off as a shooter. Because once you've been shooting on the new one and you try to go shooting this one, it just looks different to you. And hopefully we can get shoot a lot of layups today. That'll be the best scenario. Shoot layups and then get to the free throw line, knock down your free throws.
Starting lineup for East Burke is being introduced. As I mentioned at the top of the program, 26-3 overall. And you made mention of the fact that in this area, we're near Hickory. More between Morganton and Hickory is where we're at tonight. There's a lot of good basketball in this area.
Yes, a lot of good basketball. A lot of good basketball in the Hickory area. There's a lot of teams, a lot of tournaments over here. My college coach, this is where he's from. He's from here. He went to Lenore Ryan, and a lot of people that know a lot about basketball come from right here in Hickory.
Here's the bracket. Sweet 16 is where we're at. As we zoom in to the Franklin side of the bracket, there we are tonight. Winner plays the winner of Newton Conover and Shelby. And that'll be on Tuesday of next week. Both teams have been introduced, and we are just about ready to get this third round underway. Glad that you're with us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live tonight, as a lot of folks are going to be tuning in throughout the evening. Go ahead and share our post if you haven't already. Sydney Williams will jump center, and we are underway in Connolly Springs at East Burke High School. Franklin will have first possession. Swing it into the corner. Kanan Drake will dribble out. Bontran, over it goes Wade. Now going to find Michaela Brewer as she dishes it back out beyond the arc. Wade finds Brewer. She's going to get tied up. Able to fight through it, though. Lob pass under to Brewer. Kicks it back out. Wade for three. Off the mark. No good. Long board is out of bounds. And Sydney Williams could not secure that one. It'll be back over to East Burke.
And that was a good possession by the Lady Panthers. They got it into the paint, deep into the paint 3 times, and then get it out for an open three-pointer. Just didn't go down.
East Burke's first possession. Sarah Grace Lockley kicks it into the corner to Hildebrand, and back out it goes. Now over to Gracie Ruff. Ruff kicks it into the corner. Back it goes to Ruff. Now Grace Lockley. Nothing doing underneath. And now we've got a turnover. Williams comes out with it. And then she almost turns it over. Somehow, Nevaeh Tran able to keep control of it. Nevaeh dribbles up top. Now to Wade. Out to Drake. Both of these two teams played some great defense. Three wouldn't fall. And the board off to East Burke. Both the scores in the second round very similar. Franklin won 49-46. East Burke won over West Wilkes 49-44. Ashley Stillwell gets the scoring going. East Burke on top, 3-0, and now we've got a whistle. And it's a jump ball. The possession arrow is over to East Burke.
Yeah, so what happened there, she has to make sure, Nevaeh Tran has to make sure she gets that ball in the center of the court so they can't trap you right after you get over half court.
Ruff with it, long cross-court pass. Secured by Grace Lockley. That's Hildebrand. Swings it back over to Sarah Grace Lockley. Almost a steal. Picks it back up, gives it up to Ruff. Now Stillwell, 3. No good. Rebound, Kanan Drake underneath. With 3:37 to go. Here in the first. Drake, jumper. Rims out. Williams there for the rebound. And she got the stick back to go.
And that's where Sydney is strong right there, getting rebound and having good footwork to pivot around to make that basket.
Ashley Stillwell holds it over her head. Now going to dish it. Ruff swings underneath, back out beyond the arc. Hildebrand now back underneath. Haas works on Williams and gets the bucket to go. East Burke opening up a 5-2 advantage here in the third round. Drake, free throw line. Dangerous pass knocked away. I'm going to say last touch by Lady Panther.
And it looks like they're pressuring, they're picking up full court man. So if everyone can move out the way and just let Nevaeh just kind of bring it down without the threat of the trap, that'd be perfect.
Lockley up to Ruff, kicks it back out. Now Ruff, Lockley 3, in and out, rebound, knocked around, picked up by Lockley. The shot blocked, and coming down with the rebound, Franklin will attack. It's Tran feeding underneath. Brewer couldn't get the roll, but she was fouled. That's going to send Michaela Brewer to the line.
And as you can see, the early goings of this game, that they are very similar in what they're doing, except for what's happened for the Lady Panthers. They're playing a 2-3 zone, and East Burke they're playing man to man. But it's the same concept. They're trying to get it down low.
Brewer, one more at the charity stripe. Got the second to go. Foul was whistled on Stillwell. Her first, the first whistled in the ball game, first on East Burke. So we approach 4 minutes left in the opening quarter. Lockley dishes into the corner. Now underneath, knocked away, picked up by Haas. We'll swing it back out with Stillwell. Underneath it goes once again. Shot wouldn't fall. Rebound, Williams. Fans wanted a traveling violation. Tran into the front court. Lob, Brewer. Goes up, gets the shot to go, and Franklin has taken a 6-5 lead.
It looks like the Lady Panthers have switched to a 1-3-1. It's kind of confused what's happening.
Got a whistle, and the first foul on Franklin. Is it going to go against Wade? Yes, it will. Sierra Wade picks up her first non-shooting foul. Hildebrand kicks it up top. It's Lockley with it. Dishes to Ruff. She'll attempt, hit the back of the iron. And the rebound off to Michaela Brewer. It's caught up in the backcourt, into the front court now. It's Kanan Drake. Williams now. Baseline shot wouldn't fall. Tried to grab her own rebound. Comes out of there to the Lady Cavaliers, and it's going to be knocked away. Montran, active hands early on here, Tony.
Yes, very active
that
hands.
That really caused a lot of havoc on Thursday night.
Yeah, and if Nevaeh can pressure just like Ruff is pressing her, that'll be a good night.
And now we've got a whistle, and It's going against the Lady Panthers. It's going to go against Tran. And it goes to a cutting Haas. And Haas gets the bucket. And East Burke regains the lead at 7-6. Lob into the front court. Nevaeh Tran on the dribble, picks it up. Finds Brewer, now Williams. Drake falls down. That was an odd play.
Yeah.
Underneath. Wouldn't fall. Offensive board. Haas, her shot wouldn't fall. Sydney Williams had the rebound on the floor. Body still on the floor. And a late whistle here. And another foul coming up on Franklin.
You know, me and officials, he's called everything. He's made every single call this game.
You're right.
None of the other ones actually made the call. So
that was going to be on Nevaeh Tran. That'll be her second. 2 quick ones on Tran. She's gone whole games without 2 fouls.
Yes.
Lockley feeds underneath, and it's going the other way.
Illegal screen.
That one's going to go against Gracie Ruff. That'll be her first and the second. Whistled on East Burke. Now Brewer in the backcourt. Issues, has to pick up her dribble. Going to feed it to Burns, who's checked into the ball game for the first time. She gets double teamed, feeds a pass, it's knocked away. To the hole. She couldn't get the bucket. They're going to whistle a foul, I believe, on Williams. So have some foul shots coming up for Riley Haas. First shot is up and good. And East Burke has opened up an 8-6 advantage here early on. We're still in the first quarter, fans. Glad that you're with us. YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Share our post if you haven't already. On Facebook, you can share our YouTube post as well. Like our Facebook page, especially subscribe to our YouTube channel. Allie Cook checks into the game for Coach Crystal Bartlett and the East Burke Lady Cavaliers. Ensley into the game, she has it, and there's a kick ball as she tries to dish a pass. I think to Brewer, and a reset side court. Gets it in to Jella Green. Green going to feed over to Tori Ensley, drives in, gets double team, feeds Williams, and they're going to say a jump ball.
Yes.
And the possession arrow is going to stay with Franklin.
Yeah, that was good D right there.
And it goes to Ensley. Ensley going to feed Williams. In the trees, Williams can't get it to go. East Burke going to bring it down court. With Stillwell. Feed it over to Hildebrand. Now in the paint, running shot. She couldn't get the roll. Allie Cook knocked away. Ball on the floor, and it's off of the Lady Panther. Fans below us, Franklin fans mainly, did not like the call. Gracie Ruff with it. He'll kick it over. Allie Cook. Pass batted in the air. Tori Ensley picks it up. Feeds down court. Knocked away. And a whistle and a foul here. Coming up on Franklin. Is it Chella?
It's on
just Kendall Burns.
Kendall Burns.
That'll be her first, the 5th whistled on Franklin. Gracie Ruff will give it up. Cook back to Ruff. Bounce pass out beyond the arc. Ashley Stillwell. And she'll attempt, can't hit. Rebound, Brewer fighting for it, and they're going to whistle a foul on East Burke underneath.
That's a strong rebound. Yeah, another strong rebound by Michaela Brewer.
It's going against Riley Haas. Her first, team's 3rd. Brewer going to take a seat for the final 36 seconds of this first quarter. Now some pressure applied by East Burke. And a turnover. And another turnover and a whistle and a foul.
Yes. Still the same guy.
Gracie Ruff. Well, you had him calling most of the fouls, but we've had a couple of the other two officials
But
here.
the ones that are close is like,
Burns up top. Dishes now Inslee. Gonna find Inslee in the corner to check that Pellegrini in the corner. Dribbling around. Down to 15 seconds left. Ball knocked away off of a Lady Cavalier. I believe it was off of Sarah Grace Lockley. Or Lockheed. Lockheed, yeah. Lockheed's her last name.
Get all the way over there.
Burns within the backcourt.
8 seconds.
Inslee now attacks with 6 seconds left to the hole. She's going to get fouled. And that's going to send Tori Inslee to the line for a couple of shots here. Could cut it to just a 1-point lead. Foul was whistled on Ashlyn Stillwell. That'll be her second. It's the first. One more for Tori Inslee. Getting some great shots. Want to thank our fine crew. Jasper Mudge is on the floor. That shot right there you see. And the second shot is up and good. Traveling with us today.
2 seconds.
At the buzzer. That one wouldn't fall, and that'll do it. 1 quarter in the books. And the East Burke Lady Cavaliers hold a 1-point edge as we head to break across the Franklin Panthers Sports Network.
Have you seen what's new at the WNC Sports Zone? Baseball and softball season is right around the corner, and they've got all the gear you'll need. Check out their unique selection of athletic apparel and custom team hats, plus walls of shoes for every sport. Got a t-shirt or hat you need designed and embroidered? Give the WNC Sports Zone a call at 828-369-6587 and let their expert staff bring your idea to life. The WNC Sports Zone, open till 8 Monday through Saturday.
Your maximum refund for just $25? Now that's what we call a win. No hidden fees, no gimmicks, no surprises. File your taxes for one amazing flat rate with 1040.com.
Welcome back, fans, to East Burke High School in Connolly Springs, North Carolina, in Burke County. It's about 10-15 minutes from Hickory is where we're located tonight for the Sweet 16 of 2A girls basketball in the state of North Carolina. George Young along with Tony Christie as we begin the second quarter. Inslee hit a couple of foul shots.
Yes.
To end the quarter, and well, it's pretty much a carbon copy of what we've seen throughout these playoffs.
Yes, and actually throughout the season for the Lady Panthers, that they'll start off slow on offense, but then they'll hit a stride here in a little while, hopefully, and keep the defense up. There you go.
That's a steal. Burns, fast break to the hole. And Franklin regains the lead. Uh-oh, and we've got a injured East Burke Lady Cavalier, and that is Gracie Ruff, their point guard. It looks like she may have injured her leg or knee. I'm blocked out. We've got like 15 monitors up here. I could not see exactly what transpired, but she is on the deck, and they're going to attend to her. So we will, well, they're going to bring her up here. We won't take a break here. Still in some pain.
That was a good steal by Kendall Burns on that one right there, and being able to go and finish the layup. And that's the part I was talking about. Their defense is going to be, that's what has gotten them this far. And their offense comes in spurts.
Defense does travel.
Yes.
And has tonight so far. Hildebrand feeding underneath. Haas spinning and shooting. Can't get the roll. Fight for the board. Brewer comes out with it. As Kendall Burns hits the deck, off it goes to Kanan Drake into the front court. Drake finds Brewer. Now to Burns up top. So we approach 7 minutes left. Wade for three. Got it.
Here's one of those spurts.
Sierra Wade gives the Panthers their biggest lead so far. Now the defense is being turned up.
Yes, and they're back into that 1-3-1.
Underneath to the hole, off the glass, it's Aubrey Griggs who's checked in for the first time. Crystal Bartlett, as that one wouldn't fall. Burns, or check that, Brewer with the rebound. Now Drake's shot off the mark, and the board by Riley Haas. Lockley feeding Hildebrand. Now underneath, off the hands of Aubrey Griggs.
Yes. And as you see, the Lady Panthers have ratcheted up the defense. Even though they're in the zone, you can, apply more pressure than sometimes they do. And that's why when you switch it from a 2-3 to a 1-3-1, it's very effective.
Sierra Wade holds it high. Got to feed Drake. Now Drake to Burns. Now goes Brewer. Wade, open three. That one's off the mark. And the rebound picked up by Haas. East Burke yet to have any transition buckets. That one's going to be fired off the leg of Wade. Panthers are getting back defensively.
Yes. Now they're back to that 2-3.
Stillwell thought about driving in, kicks it over. Lockley thought about a three, now got to feed underneath. It's Griggs. Can't get the roll. Offensive board though. Haas shot blocked. Panthers transition. Sierra Wade got fouled.
Great rebound for by Sydney Williams to fight strong with that one. And great way to look up and get it out so they can get a fast break. Now they're at the free throw line.
Wade, 2 shots. And can't hit the first. And got the second. Stillwell dishing. Hildebrand.
Looks like they've switched.
And now we've got a whistle up top and another foul going against. Is that Wade?
That's Wade. So there might be 2.
It's their second. The 6th whistled on Franklin. Both teams have 6 fouls so far in the game.
And that last possession they were on 2-3, and then this possession they've been on 1-3-1.
Hildebrand for 3. Air ball. Offensive board. The stick back wouldn't fall underneath for Haas. Long whistle, tie up. Possession arrow is to Franklin. And Kendall Burns.
And the Lady Cavaliers have moved back out of that pressure they've been applying.
Swings it over Inslee. Burns running the point as Tran picked up 2 quick fouls. She's on the bench. Feeding Williams underneath. She gets double teamed, fights through it, and travels.
Yeah, right there. Sydney has to, after she fought through, you see 2. Actually, you see 2. There's the third one there. Someone's open. Throw it out, and it's an easy 3.
Stillwell looks to dish into the paint. Jump ball, possession arrow, East Burke.
Great energy by Tori Inslee to get there, be there on the catch, and put her hands on it at the same time as the East Burke player.
Lockley for 3. Lockie couldn't hit. Burns aggressively grabs the rebound, takes off, feeds Drake. Drake now over to Williams. Williams gets her shot blocked. And we're heading the other way on a cheap one.
Yes. Sydney, as she's getting older, she'll realize after you do it, try to go for it. After a while, just leave it alone, run back down. Because she's too valuable to be sitting on the bench like this with 2 fouls.
Second on Sydney Williams, 7th on Franklin. So 1-and-1 opportunity.
Especially a foul 94 4 feet from the basket.
Well, 83 in this
83,
gym.
yeah.
It's one of those old gyms, maybe not as old as Franklin's, because I don't think you can find many older than Franklin's gym.
Actually, I think it's the oldest one in the state.
Yeah. Second shot up and good. They're 80, was it, you said 83 and a half feet?
Yes, 80. Yes, about 83 and a half.
Instead of the traditional 94 feet.
Yeah.
And this is the same length. It's an older gym, 84-ish feet. Inslee wants to dish. Now got to find Drake up top. Under 4 minutes left. Burns underneath. It's Brewer.
Nice pass.
Now going to find an open Drake. Jumper wouldn't fall. East Burke with a rebound. Ashlyn Stillwell had it briefly. Finds her off back. It goes Stillwell outside the arc. Knocked away underneath. Active hands again.
And
Van Tran going to check in.
The Lady Panthers are starting to realize when they're in that 2-3 what East Burke is looking for. They're trying to get us that person that's floating around the free throw line. They float down to the box.
Lockie swings it over Ruff. Out beyond the arc, Hildebrand, back of the iron, fighting for the rebound. Shot up and good. Stillwell. Now we've got a whistle and a timeout. Scott Hartbarger wants to talk it over. We'll still wait for a quick one.
Have you visited the Franklin Golf Course lately? They have an exciting golf simulator with data to perfect your swing. Play whenever you'd like, even if it's cold or raining. Rates are affordable, and you can bring your buddies too. Going on right now, get an unlimited simulator 4-month membership for only $200. It's a true golf experience, only at the Franklin Golf Course.
Welcome back, fans, to East Burke High School. George Young along with Tony Christie. Third round action on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Glad that you're with us. A lot of folks tuning in, and we appreciate you. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like our Facebook page.
One thing I want to see if they can get it, pretty soon is see if Kenyon Drake can get into the mix.
Brewer off the glass. Yeah, Drake's been quiet.
Yeah,
in this
she's the
first
leading
half.
scorer, and right now she doesn't have any points.
Lockie up top, Ruff. She's going to find Stillwell, who had the last bucket for.
If you look down low, you see how hard they're working to try to get it down low. The post player is working hard,
and
they're looking for him too.
Haas, count it and one. But that's their main goal is to try to feed underneath either Haas or Hildebrand. You saw Aubrey Griggs check in there for a while. She's a freshman.
Right. Yeah, but they're trying to get it to one person. If they have 2 people on them, to get it to the next person, but they're trying to get it in that paint.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got the fouls called. That's the 8th foul on Franklin. Kanan Drake picks it up. That's her first. They're going to wave off the shot and say that was a lane violation. Shot was good, though. They're going to wave it off. Tran into the front court. She has 2 fouls set for a good portion of the second quarter. Drake. On Tran now. Approaching 2 minutes left. Lob Brewer. Her shot blocked and then the late whistle.
My friend.
If there's any action underneath, he's going to be calling it.
Yes.
For sure. Brewer, now he's got these Burke fans mad at him.
Oh, yeah. How about to say? That's what he wants to be.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah, he wants to be the villain.
First shot up and good. We're tied at 17. One more. Couldn't hit. East Burke bring it down. And they'll start their offense. Ruff with it. Swings it over Stillwell. Knocked away. Brewer picks it up.
And that's good hands by Sierra Wade again. At the top of that 1-3-1.
Tran dribbling in the trees. Lost control. That one's almost knocked away.
Active hands by the Lady Tigers to get, knocked that one away.
We'll see Aubrey Griggs check into the game as Sarah Grace Lockey will take a seat. Coach Bartlett, and they'll have possession as we took under a minute and a half left in this first half. Ruff, well off the mark. Offensive board save into Griggs. Drake with it into the front court. We'll find Tran. Now under 60 seconds left. Almost a turnover. Chella Green picks it up. Now Drake surveys. Tax kicks it out. Green thought about a three. Now we've got a tie-up or a foul. It's going to be a tie-up. And the possession arrow will stay with Franklin. Tori Inslee checks in. Kanan Drake takes a seat for Coach Scott Hartbarger. Also into the game, Zoe Smith for the first time for Coach Crystal Bartlett and the East Burke Lady Cavaliers. Green to get it in, and it goes to Tran. Now Sierra Wade. Cross-court pass. Inslee three. Air ball. East Burke gonna push. Up court. It's Lockey.
And it looks like they're just opportunistic when they push the ball. It's not like they want to. It's just that if they see it, they'll push. And that was a good pass right there.
Tran feeding. Brewer. Open, it's Inslee. Inslee couldn't get it to go. Got her own rebound, goes up and gets fouled with 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Inslee will be at the line for 2 shots. That was the 8th team foul whistled on East Burke. Sarah Grace Lockey picks it up, the senior. One more for Tori Inslee. 21-18. Been a close one throughout if you just tuned in. Franklin had a lead at one point. Back of the iron. Lockey into the corner. Shot blocked, that'll do it. So, after 2 quarters here at East Burke High School in Connolly Springs, North Carolina, we are knotted up in a good one here, fans, in the 3rd round of the state playoffs. As you see, the Lady Panthers headed to locker room. We'll come back here and we'll get some halftime analysis, and we'll get you set for the beginning of the 3rd quarter here in just a few moments. Hang with us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. This is the Franklin Panthers Sports Network.
Have you visited the Franklin Golf Course lately? They have an exciting golf simulator with data to perfect your swing. Play whenever you'd like, even if it's cold or raining. Rates are affordable, and you can bring your buddies too. Going on right now, get an unlimited simulator 4-month membership for only $200. It's a true golf experience, only at the Franklin Golf Course.
Have you seen what's new at the WNC Sports Zone? Baseball and softball season is right around the corner, and they've got all the gear you'll need. Check out their unique selection of athletic apparel and custom team hats, plus walls of shoes for every sport. Got a t-shirt or hat you need designed and embroidered? Give the WNC Sports Zone a call at 828-369-6587 and let their expert staff bring your idea to life. The WNC Sports Zone, open till 8 Monday through Saturday.
File your taxes at 1040.com for just $25. Keep the features, save your wallet. Let's simplify your taxes. Get flat rate pricing and easy filing at 1040.com.
Welcome back, fans, to East Burke High School, Conley Springs, North Carolina, at the break in the third round of the state playoffs. Franklin and East Burke are knotted up at a good one, 21-18 here at the break, and got some fellas and some ladies out there having a pickup basketball game on either end of the court. Entertaining first half. We thought that this would be a defensive struggle,
right?
And it has turned into that, Tony.
Yes, it definitely has.
Both teams very defensive-minded, we'll say.
Right, and for the Lady Panthers, they're trying to get East Burke to shoot, from the outside, because as you see, their strength is the inside. They have 3, 4, 5 girls that are. They have 2 6-footers and 3 5'8". So they have 5 girls that are, down there in the post, and they're not little either. They and you can tell because they've been people wide open to shoot the ball, and they're trying to get that thing inside, and that first inside person, they'll make a move to try to get it to the other person. So that's what their game plan is, to get it down low. So that takes a little bit of time. So you're not going to have a high scoring game with playing like that. And then on the other end, for us, they're pressuring us. So they're pressuring us, but they're collapsing when we drive to the hole, and they're collapsing when we throw it into the post, because they're used to playing against post players because they have so many of them. So they're doing a good job down low, and the Lady Panthers just need to make sure they move the ball, move it quicker, and they'll be able to get layups.
Well, the winner of this one, as we take a look at the brackets here, the winner of this one, depending on who it is, will possibly have to hit the road. If it's Franklin, then they're the lowest seed left. Is the winner will play the winner of Shelby and Newton Conover. That one is taking place just down the road from here.
Yes.
In Hickory over Newton, North Carolina. The winner of this one will advance to the Elite 8 of girls 2A high school basketball here in North Carolina. That game would be on Tuesday night. That'll be the regional semifinals. Whoever is able to win tonight will advance to Tuesday's action.
There was something interesting. Everyone was out there playing. I was sitting thinking, man, Doug Clemens would be highly upset for this. How he walks out there and he takes care of the floor.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody sweeping the floor.
No one actually swept the floor. So, yeah.
All right, we'll take a break here. We've got, about 4.5 minutes left until we'll get to third quarter action. Hang with us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. You're locked into the Franklin Panther Sports Network. Welcome back to East Burke High School. So we count down the final few seconds to minutes before we'll kick off the third quarter here at East Burke High School. You know, curiously absent. She was on the floor, but offensively only 1 point. Kanan Drake. How does Coach Hartbarger get his leading scorer involved in this ball game?
There's a couple different ways, but one of the ways is that she only has 1 rebound. And Kanan's had games where she's had 20 rebounds.
Yeah.
So what we need to make sure you do is you tell people when you're open, shoot the ball, because you know that we're going to crash the boards and that's where Kanan gets a lot of shots, and that's where Sydney Williams gets a lot of hers too off of the rebound, and Michaela Brewer. They get a lot of rebounds and they put them back up. So you have to make sure that everyone else is getting good shots and taking them. And, you know, being patient is one thing, but, you know, you got to get shot. The other way is get it to her where she likes it. And she likes it on the baseline, which is the hardest, you know, one of the hardest shots in basketball. But they'll start on one side and swing it to the other, and then next thing you know, she'll be able to get a shot.
All right. We'll take a break here as we've got a great shot of our location and a great shot of our camera crew. Cooper Bailey, Clinton Taylor running cameras. There they are. Yeah, wave, guys. You're on candid camera. I don't think Cooper can hear me. He's just kind of staring off in the distance. Those are the guys that are bringing you the shots.
There they are.
Here tonight. All right, we'll take our final break. Hang with us across the Franklin Panther Sports Network.
Have you seen what's new at the WNC Sports Zone? Baseball and softball season is right around the corner, and they've got all the gear you'll need. Check out their unique selection of athletic apparel and custom team hats, plus walls of shoes for every sport. Got a t-shirt or hat you need designed and embroidered? Give the WNC Sports Zone a call at 828-369-6587 and let their expert staff bring your idea to life. The WNC Sports Zone, open till 8 Monday through Saturday.
Have you visited the Franklin Golf Course lately? They have an exciting golf simulator with data to perfect your swing. Play whenever you'd like, even if it's cold or raining. Rates are affordable, and you can bring your buddies too. Going on right now, get an unlimited simulator 4-month membership for only $200. It's a true golf experience, only at the Franklin Golf Course.
Welcome back, fans. As you can see, the Lady Panthers are back out of the locker room. They're huddling around Coach Scott Hartbarger as the final few seconds tick off the clock, and we get ready for third quarter action here at East Burke High School in Connolly Springs, North Carolina tonight.
I'm interested in seeing, you know, both teams in second half, both teams settle down. Now you get to really see, you know, what's, you know, who really wants it, and you know, the last 16 minutes is about heart, will, you know, to win.
As we start the third quarter, it's Cavalier basketball.
The Cavaliers will have it to begin the third quarter. See what adjustments that Coach Crystal Bartlett made in the halftime locker room. Ruff with it. Kicks it into the corner. It's Stillwell going to feed Ruff again. She gets trapped. Now up high. Lockley into the corner now. Aggressively to the hole. It's Haas, and she's going to get fouled. More of the same. Haas will be at the line for 2 shots. She was in the act. First foul whistled on Franklin. That one's going against Chella Green.
Where's Michaela Brewer?
First shot is up, and it's good. Is she not on the bench?
No.
That's odd.
Yes.
Well, Chella, I'm assuming, has begun the third quarter in her place. Second shot is up and good. East Burke builds onto that halftime advantage. Now 23-18. Just underway here, third quarter. Green brings it up. Over it goes to Kanan Drake. Picks up her dribble. Got to find Tran. She's got 2 fouls. Tran got a feed underneath Drake. She gets bumped, kicks it back out. Chella Green, top of the key 3. Front of the iron. Long board on the floor. Williams picks it up. Going to feed underneath. It's knocked away. Well, we talked about it in the half, trying to get Kanan Drake involved. They fed underneath. That one's blocked by Williams. Nice post move. Going to be saved and out of bounds by Chella Green. It was a nice athletic move by Chella, but she was out of bounds.
Something just seems amiss right now. I don't know what it is.
Lockey with it over to Ruff. Back to Stillwell in the corner. She's going to attempt from 3. Hit the top of the backboard, and that'll be out of bounds. Hit, I believe, the bar above the backboard. Now they're going to pick up press.
It's actually just a man-to-man.
And be saved out of bounds. When we looked at these two teams feeding Williams, out it goes Chella. Thought about a 3, drives in, looked like it was partially blocked. Fight for the board. It's Haas. You didn't think that this team would press much.
No.
Being East
right.
Burke, but they have picked up, I guess you could say, kind of half-hearted.
Yeah, they kind of,
full court.
Yeah, and then this just to see, what you're going to do. See if you're going to attack at the end, or just, is it going to slow you down? And that's what it's been doing for the Lady Panthers. It's been slowing them down a little bit.
Knocked away. Tran with it. We approach 6 minutes left in the third. Tran guarded closely by Gracie Ruff. Feeds it in the corner. It's Chella Green. Green trying to get position. Drives in. Ball knocked away. She was again trying to feed Kanan Drake. Limited to just 1 point. Or 1 rebound, rather. Kanan Drake. In the paint. Drake fighting for position. Goes up. Count it, and 1.
There she is.
Sometimes it just takes one aggressive move and one shot to go.
Exactly.
Foul whistled on Graylee Hildebrand. That's her second, and the first whistled on East Burke here in the second half. Can't get the shot to go. Ball on the floor. Jump ball. The possession arrow should be to Franklin, and it will be. Now Michaela Brewer is back out of the locker room. She's going to check in, Tony.
Okay.
As Chella Green takes a seat. Tran looks to get it in. Up hot goes Brewer. Now going to feed back over to Tran. Jumper. Wouldn't fall. Rebound. Haas. Going to feed up court Stillwell.
Now they're back to the 1-3-1, it looks like. Oh, no. No, back 2-3. Sierra Wade was in the 1-3-1.
Into the corner. It's off the hands of Hildebrand. And out of bounds. That's a turnover for East Burke. 5:16 left here in the third quarter. An ugly start for both teams in this third quarter. Tran thought about drive it in. Fonz Brewer up top. Now Williams open. She's going to attack. Williams gets her shot blocked, but she was fouled. And who are they going to whistle this one on? They got either
Haas.
Hildebrand or Haas. It looks like it's going against Haas. It will be on Haas. That's her third. Second whistled on East Burke.
And that's
Williams
how
at the free throw line.
And that's how you neutralize a good scorer, especially a big. You try to go at them, and our bigs are good enough to go at their bigs. Just go at them and try to get them tired first of all, and you might get them in foul trouble.
Second shot, good. 1 point game. Under 5 minutes left. Gracie Ruff into the corner. Hildebrand drives in, kicks it out. Lockey. A whistle, a tie-up, or a foul. And it's going to be a foul. And it's going on Kanan Drake. It's her second. She'll take a seat. Chella Green will check into the game. Second on Franklin. Whistled this half. East Burke looks to get it in. They do up high. It's Sarah Grace Lockey. Over to Ruff now. It's Stillwell in the corner. Into the corner. Another dangerous pass. Hildebrand
Good
feeds
pass.
underneath. That one wouldn't fall for Haas. Rebound Williams. She's been big on the boards.
Yes, she has. That's her seventh rebound.
Dangerous pass. Almost a collision. Wade kicks it out. Cella.
Need to get to the other side of the court.
Green feeds Brewer. Tie-up. Possession arrow, East Burke.
And that's the reason why you want to get it to the other side before you feed it, because the defense is still there. So when she went up to the last shot, if it would have been swung and then thrown inside, she would have had an easy layup.
1 point game. 4 minutes, 13 seconds left here in the third, as East Burke will have possession, and then they throw it away. Rough. Pass would not hit Lockie well over her outstretched hands, as Franklin needs to get it in. They do. Tana Drake gets double teamed, knocked away. Stillwell. Von Ruff. Lockie, three. In and out. Williams fights for the rebound. And eventually there is a whistle and a foul going against East Burke.
Yes. So right here, when they throw it in, all they need to do is throw it right back to Michaela Brewer and let her bring it up.
Tran over to Williams. Open shot. Got the roll. Franklin with the lead.
Good find by Nevaeh Tran on that one.
Knocked away. Stillwell picks it up. Over to Ruff. Under 3.5 left in the third. Stillwell pulls it high. Now we've got a whistle and a timeout going to be called by Coach Crystal Bartlett and the East Burke Lady Cavaliers. Going to be a full one, so we'll take a full break. Back right after this on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. This is the Franklin Panther Sports Network.
File your taxes at 1040.com for just $25. Keep the features, save your wallet. Let's simplify your taxes. Get flat rate pricing and easy filing at 1040.com.
Welcome back, fans, to East Burke High School, as we've got 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Franklin just took the lead the first time in the second half. East Burke called the timeout to talk it over. They'll have the possession. Lockie has it up top. It's now into Ruff's hands. Gracie Ruff going to back it out, swing it over to Lockie. So we approach 3 minutes left. Hildebrand feeding underneath. It's Haas. Over to Lockie. Open shot. Couldn't hit. Rebound. Brewer had it. Gives it into the hands of Williams. Off it goes to Tran. Tran now gets harassed. Going to back it out. Then get her pocket pick. Fans wanted a foul.
And
down
that
to 2:40 left.
Yeah, that was an opportunity, for her to just zip it over there to Sierra Wade to try to get a layup.
Stillwell wouldn't hit from beyond the arc, and the rebound to Brewer. Tran finds Brewer. Now Drake. High pass. Feeding Williams underneath. Williams aggressively to the hole. Got slapped. No call. Rebound. Out to Tran. Three. That one wouldn't fall. And Hildebrand with a board.
And that was a good feed in there from Williams. Good move. And I think it was blocked by Hildebrand. Mm-hmm. So that was actually a good move, and that's what you want to do, is get it down there to her.
That one wouldn't fall. That was a brick.
I think
Griggs is checked.
It looked like it was blocked by Sierra Wade there.
Yeah, Griggs is checked in. That was her first shot in the second half, the freshman. From our angle and where we're at, it's kind of hard to see a lot of depth and sometimes even some of the plays in the corner. You may have a better view. In fact, you probably will if you're watching in your living room on your 70-inch.
Nice.
Underneath, Drake got fouled. She'll be at the line. That one's going to go against Ashlyn Stillwell. The senior picks up her third and the fourth on East Burke. Only 2 now whistled on Franklin after a couple early in this third quarter. First shot up and good. Franklin bought 2. Sierra Wade takes a seat. Chella Green into the game.
And they need Kanan Drake to keep being aggressive, especially when she has Griggs on her. Or
Couldn't
Stillwell.
Get the roll.
When she has Stillwell on her, Stillwell, she is giving up, at least 5 inches. So she needs to take her down to the post just like she did.
Deep 3. Gracie Hildebrand. And East Burke has regained the lead. 26-25. Is that their first 3 of the night?
That is their. Yes, that is. Oh, second. That's the second of 3.
First in this second half.
Stillwell's the other 3-point shooter.
Brewer finds Williams. Feeding Drake, knocked away. Picks it back up. Now Williams from 3. It wouldn't fall. Rebound off to Gracie Ruff. They're going to push up court. Lockie lost it off of her leg. And we're going the other way. Lockie may be hurt too. She is down and in some pain. She had a brace on that leg. We saw her in pregame, and now, it looks like it's her arm. She may have come down on her arm, trying to brace herself from hitting that knee or that leg. Looks like she's going to stay in the game, though.
Just give it back to her now. Just let her bring it up.
Drake with 30 seconds left. Drives in, kicks it over Williams. Now to Tran. High pass, Drake. Now Brewer to the hole. Brewer shot looked like it was partially blocked. 13 seconds left. Let's see what East Burke does with it here. They're going to jack. In and out. Rebound underneath. Down to 3 seconds. That'll do it. 3 quarters in the books, fans, and nothing has been decided just yet. East Burke by just a point as we head to break. On YouTube Live and Facebook Live, you're locked into the Franklin Panther Sports Network.
Have you seen what's new at the WNC Sports Zone? Baseball and softball season is right around the corner, and they've got all the gear you'll need. Check out their unique selection of athletic apparel and custom team hats, plus walls of shoes for every sport. Got a t-shirt or hat you need designed and embroidered? Give the WNC Sports Zone a call at 828-369-6587 and let their expert staff bring your idea to life. The WNC Sports Zone, open till 8 Monday through Saturday.
Your maximum refund for just $25? Now that's what we call a win. No hidden fees, no gimmicks, no surprises. File your taxes for one amazing flat rate with 1040.com.
Welcome back, fans, to East Burke High School. Franklin breaking the huddle. Coach Scott Hartbarger as we begin the 4th quarter here in Connolly Springs, North Carolina. George Young along with Tony Christie, our fantastic FPSN crew. Ben Walker, Clinton Taylor, Jasper Mudge, and Cooper Bailey. Franklin has it to begin the 4th quarter. Tran finds Wade, kicks it out. Now Brewer.
Little dribble weave up top.
Both teams, Tony, desperately want to get it underneath in the paint.
They do.
That one is off the hands of Drake and out of bounds. And we were talking in the break, either team really,
right? If
somebody warms up from beyond the arc, outside perimeter shooting, doesn't have to be a 3.
Yes, just perimeter.
They're going to win this game.
Yes, and East Burke, the Lady Panthers are in a zone. They've been in zone the whole game. So, for them, they've had open shots. They just haven't been able to make them. the Lady Panthers, their shots are highly contested.
Stillwell running. Wouldn't fall.
Good rebound.
Rebound, Kanan Drake. He's harassed underneath. Almost get it up into Tran's hands. Fans want it over and back. That's what the hollering is about. Wade kicks it out. Williams had it. She looks to pass. We've got a body on the floor. What happened? Moving screen?
It was an elbow by, there was a slight elbow by Kanan Drake. She was trying to fight for position, but what's happening is Stillwell is pushing and grabbing and everything. And
that'll be the third on Kanan Drake. Lockey up top over to Ruff. Back to Lockey. Tries to feed underneath. They'll keep it out beyond the perimeter. Stillwell harassed by Tran. Feeds it. It's Haas.
Good defense by Sydney Williams.
Williams, a beast underneath. Shella Green could not secure it and dribble it all the way up court. It's out of bounds.
And with possessions being at a premium right now, because that score is a 1-point game, you have to make sure you protect the ball and get a shot every time you have it.
Stillwell feeding underneath. It's Haas. Haas kicks it over. Shot Hildebrand. East Burke extends that lead 28-25. 3-point advantage as we go back and forth. Kicks it back out. It's Chella. Over it goes Williams.
Need to swing quick. Now swing it to the corner.
Feeding underneath. Brewer back out beyond the arc it goes. Green dribbling around. Three seconds underneath.
Yes.
I knew that was a matter of time. Hildebrand shot. Wouldn't fall. Long board. Secured. It's Haas. Now a whistle and a reach-in foul on Nevaeh Tran. That'll be her third. Fourth on Franklin.
Looks like it's getting very chippy.
Fans starting to get into it. They were kind of sitting on their hands throughout this game.
It was kind of like playing.
Haas falls down. They're going to whistle a foul.
It's kind of like playing a game at the Dean Dome. Unless it's, when it's close, not really say anything. They start winning a little bit, they get into it.
Sydney Williams picks up her third. No shots, just the fifth on Franklin. But two quick ones here. Up top it goes Lockey. Now going to attack. Kicks it out.
Travel.
Ruff. Pass knocked away.
Good defense.
Tran.
Good defense, good steal by Sierra Wade.
Tran looks to get it in. Knocked away. Saved. But out of bounds. He was on the baseline. Up high, it's Brewer. And a quick whistle. Bronx cheer from the Franklin fans right below us.
They need to run that same out of bounds play and see if they get a switch again to and see if Gracie Huff switches on to a bigger player.
She picked up her third, and it goes to Sierra Wade. Now Tran thought about a three, tiptoes the baseline, gets double teamed, kicks it out, and it's turned over. And a cheap one again on Wade.
Actually, that's a good foul on Wade because how they were actually about to go. It was going to be a fast break, so that's actually a good foul for
stop the transition.
Yeah, stop it. She didn't mean to, but it was a good foul.
Kendall Burns checks in. Kanan Drake into the game. Green and Tran will take a seat. By the way, the third foul on Sierra Wade. Sixth on Franklin. 5 whistled so far on East Burke. Under 5 minutes left in the fourth. Ruff swings it over Lockey. Back it goes Ruff. Stillwell thought about a three. Thought about feeding it in. Now going to attempt and hit. And a whistle and a timeout. Cavaliers want to talk it over. We'll take a break. Hang with us. Welcome back, fans. East Burke High School getting down to the nitty-gritty. 4:35 left in the fourth quarter. 5-point advantage for East Burke. Franklin with it out of the timeout called by the Lady Cavaliers. Kendall Burns will bring it up for Hartbarger. Now Inslee into the ball game. She has it. Gives it up to Williams. Going to have to hit a perimeter shot at some point in this game if Franklin wants to win. Feeding underneath. Another turnover, a collision, and a foul.
And now they're in 1-1.
Yep, that's the 7th team foul on Franklin. So Stillwell will be at the line for 1-1. Ashlyn Stillwell is a senior for Coach Bartlett. She doesn't want her season to end. Could open up a 6-point advantage. She hits the first. She'll get one more.
And Stillwell's played some pretty tough defense on Kanan Drake this whole game.
Second shot. And she got it. 7-point advantage, their biggest of this second half. Is East Burke pulling away, or can Franklin muster some offense? Not been much in the second half. The score was 21-18 at the break. Possession arrow is to East Burke. A whistle. And we've got a timeout going to be called by Franklin. Coach Hartbarger wants to talk it over. We'll take a break.
Have you visited the Franklin Golf Course lately? They have an exciting golf simulator with data to perfect your swing. Play whenever you'd like, even if it's cold or raining. Rates are affordable, and you can bring your buddies too. Going on right now, get an unlimited simulator 4-month membership for only $200. It's a true golf experience, only at the Franklin Golf Course.
Franklin calls the timeout as they talk it over with just about 4 minutes left. East Burke will have possession after the tie-up. Lockley with it. Gives it up to Ruff. Back it goes, Lockley.
And at some point in time, someone's going to have to get the person in the middle. They'll do this all day like we've seen against Hendersonville. There you go.
The old four corners.
Yes.
That's what they're doing. Now Hartbarger going to
tell him to get man.
Tell him to come up and guard. Stillwell draining clock. When you've got a 7-point lead, it's about a 70-point advantage.
Yes, in this game. Yes.
Driving to the hole, Lockley runs into Williams, and then a turnover. Kanan Drake able to somehow come out of the fray with it. So we approach 3 minutes left. Williams 3 off the mark. Rebound, Brewer, Off the glass.
And that's what and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, they just need to shoot the ball. Michaela and the rest of the bigs will get the rebound. That's how they've been playing the whole year. Is shoot the ball. That's how they're so effective down low. Because, you know, on misses they'll get them and put them back in.
We got a timeout. It's going to be a full one, so we'll take a break. Hang with us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. You're locked into the Franklin Panther Sports Network.
Have you seen what's new at the WNC Sports Zone? Baseball and softball season is right around the corner, and they've got all the gear you'll need. Check out their unique selection of athletic apparel and custom team hats, plus walls of shoes for every sport. Got a t-shirt or hat you need designed and embroidered? Give the WNC Sports Zone a call at 828-369-6587 and let their expert staff bring your idea to life. The WNC Sports Zone, open till 8 Monday through Saturday.
Right at 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Coming down to the wire, fans here at East Burke High School in Conley Springs, North Carolina. Glad that you're with us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Go ahead and like our page if you haven't already. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, as we've got a thriller here. Double dribble?
Double dribble, yes.
A turnover underneath. Chance with the Panthers to cut into this lead at 5. Get some players in. Looks like Sierra Way going to check in for Inslee. And Tran brings it up. Both teams have 3 timeouts left. Tran feeds Drake out high. Driving in, finding Brewer.
Shoot the ball.
Well off the mark.
The rebound.
Rebound on the floor, and Hildebrand comes out with it.
Travel.
She's going to travel with it.
A little bit of pressure. That's all. You know, a little bit of pressure bothers everyone, even, you know, professional athletes. A little bit of pressure
takes you out of your rhythm.
Yes, it does.
More pressure up top. Finding Williams. Fans wanted a traveling violation. Drake driving in. Tie up possession arrow to Franklin. Winner plays the winner of Newton Conover Shelby on Tuesday night in the regional semifinals. Got to get it in. 5 seconds. Took too long, did Tran. Another turnover. Who was it off? I'll say last touch by Lady Cavalier. Into Tran, off to Brewer. Brewer had to feed Drake, thought about a 3. Drake puts it on the deck, kicks it out. Williams 3. Off the mark, long board, out of bounds to East Burke. Whistle and a timeout. East Burke wants to talk it over. We'll take a quick break as well. Hang with us.
Have you visited the Franklin Golf Course lately? They have an exciting golf simulator with data to perfect your swing. Play whenever you'd like, even if it's cold or raining. Rates are affordable, and you could bring your buddies too. Going on right now, get an unlimited simulator 4-month membership for only $200. It's a true golf experience, only at the Franklin Golf Course.
Welcome back, fans. Just a second, under 2 minutes left in this third round.
They need to watch the person going long.
Pressure in the backcourt, and it goes out of bounds off of who? I'll say last touch by Nevaeh Tran. step out of bounds? Yes, she did.
They're getting every opportunity, from their defensive pressure. Just a little bit of pressure has caused this right here.
Chella Green into the game for Hardbargers. Williams will take a seat. Foul situation, Franklin with 7, East Burke with 5. Knocked around up top. And another turnover. You got to push the issue now, Inslee.
Yes, you definitely have to.
Guarding Stillwell. He pushed off. Rough on the dribble. When you start fouling, Tony?
Give it a little second if you don't get a steal right here. Once it gets down to probably 1:15.
Lockie falls down, and foul on Tran. Tran will pick up, I believe, is that her 4th? Yes, and the 8th team foul on Franklin. 1:18 to go. 1-1 coming up for Sarah Grace Lockie, a senior for the East Burke Lady Cavaliers, will be at the line. 1-1 opportunity. Can't hit the first. Williams with the rebound. Chance with the Panthers again to cut into the lead. Kanan Drake. Over it goes. Inslee. Shot blocked. Fans are upset because she blew the whistle before she actually grabbed the ball and threw it back in. It looked like it was a pretty good save.
Yeah, it was a great save.
I don't blame them. Knocked away. Into Williams. Knocked away. Bodies on the deck.
Only 16 foul on East Burke.
They've got one more to give before we'll be at the line. Up high, knocked away. Into the backcourt and eventually picked up by East Burke. And they almost throw it away.
Definitely have to foul now.
Stillwell has it up top. Can't be Tran. She's got 4. You got to have somebody else. And eventually, they'll whistle. And if it's on Tran, that's her 5th. And she'll have to take a seat.
Timeout.
Well, was there a timeout? It wasn't a foul?
I believe it was.
The coach called timeout?
Yes.
Okay.
No foul.
No foul. A timeout called with 46 seconds left. Coming down to the wire here, Tony.
Yes.
And a lot of sloppy basketball or good defense. I don't know what you want to.
It's a little bit of both, and it's a two teams going at it. But on the offensive end for Franklin, they have to make sure they get a shot. It can be from half court, but if you turn it over, you definitely don't have a chance. So you can just make sure that you get it in and get a shot, because they've been stopping them on defense. It's been a 5-point game for a long time.
Biggest lead in the second half was 7 by East Burke. Franklin had a lead by 3 at one point. East Burke out of the timeout to get it in. Hildebrand. That may have put a dagger in this one for the Lady Panthers. Count it and 1. Chance to go up by 8. Eight-point lead for East Burke. Now you got a Jackson threes and
yes,
hope.
Definitely.
Get some rebounds. Tran 3. Got it. Back to a 5-point advantage.
Great screen by Tori Inslee.
Sure was. They're going to be a full timeout. Yes, it will be. We'll take one. Hang with us across the Franklin Panther Sports Network. back to action here. Ashlyn Stillwell now we're down to 30 seconds left. It's eventually a foul. They cut that timeout a little short. The traditional minute is Grayley Hildebrand will be at the line after the foul by Sierra Wade, and that's her 4th. 10th on Franklin, so double bonus the rest of the way. One more to make it a 7-point advantage. And can't hit. 2-possession game. Knocked away. Wasting a lot of time.
Someone has to shoot it.
Chella Green underneath, shot wouldn't fall. Another shot wouldn't fall. We're down to 10 seconds. Jump ball, possession arrow, East Burke. 10 seconds left. And they do it. And it goes, and a quick whistle. Two shots coming up for East Burke. That one's going on Wade. That'll be her 5th. She'll take a seat. So Grayley, or is it Riley? Riley Haas will be at the line.
Yes, Riley Haas.
Riley Haas will be at the line for 2 shots to try to give East Burke their biggest lead of the night. Got the first. One more. And she got it. Tran into the corner, knocked away. Stays with the Panthers. 6 seconds left. And that's pretty much going to do it. As East Burke comes out victorious over the Lady Panthers in the 3rd round of the state playoffs. 38-30 the final, and that'll end the season for the Lady Panthers. A season that saw them win the regular season Mountain 6 Conference Championship and advance at the 3rd round. And Tony, if you told Coach Scott Hartbarger, who you see walking off the court, that he would only give up 38 points, he would have liked his chances.
Yes, he would have, because if in a game like this, it could have went either way, you know, and it stinks that someone had to lose because this was a good game, and there were some things that some of the Lady Panthers that will be coming back next year, if they watch this tape, they'll be able to see, you know, where they can get better and some of the things like that. And then for the seniors that are Michaela Brewer and Chella Green, and I believe that's it. Yes, that's just the 2, and Taylor Carlton, and the 3 seniors. The 3 seniors on the team. You know, for that to be their last game, you know, it's nothing to hang your head about. It was a good game and a great career for those 3 right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Brewer has played a lot of minutes for Coach Hartbarger.
Right,
going to miss her. So is Carlton. We didn't see her in this game, but she's played
over
a
the
lot
years.
over the years. It was one of those games that you rarely see.
Yes, 38 to
38-30 was the final.
30.
And you watched it, and you were like, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, yes, it was a pretty good game.
Most of the time when you have a score like that,
right,
you're like, good gracious. But
it was a pretty good game because the defense was good,
yeah,
and that's what it was. And that's why if you saw it getting a little chippy out there, because the defense was spot on. You know, there were contested shots. There weren't any really like wide open shots, and you know, people made free throws. There was some trapping. There was everything you wanted if you were a defensive coach. or a defensive person, that's why you like this game.
Well, that's pretty much going to wrap things up for our basketball coverage here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network. I want to thank our fine crew that was here in Conley Springs at East Burke High School tonight. Ben Walker, Clinton Taylor, along with Jasper Mudge and Cooper Bailey, running cameras and handling the production behind the scenes for us tonight and throughout the season as well. Philip Angel and Joshua Chastain joining us on our FPSN broadcast. So, for all involved, for Tony Christie, till next time, I'm George Young. So long, everybody.